Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always excited to dig into some insightful stuff.
Well, today we're going to be looking at Zen to Done, which is this really cool productivity system. It was created by Leo Babauta, and it's all about like simplicity.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of those crazy, complicated systems you see out there.
Totally. Like, remember getting things done. So many steps, so much to keep track of.
Right, and Zen to Done is like, whoa, hold on, let's just chill and simplify things.
Exactly. So instead of like a million rules, Zen to Done is all about building these 10 like core habits.
It's a really interesting approach.
It is. And in the podcast, they only actually talked about 3 of these habits. But I think even just those 3 are like really powerful.
Yeah, for sure. Which one stuck out to you?
Well, they talked about capture, which is basically like get everything out of your head, whether it's on paper or a to-do list, just get it out.
Oh, I love that one. It's like decluttering your mind.
Right. And then there's do, which is all about like focusing on just one task at a time, really getting into that flow state.
Yeah, the whole deep work thing.
Exactly. And then there's simplify. And this one is huge, right? It's about like cutting through the noise and focusing on what actually matters.
That's such a crucial one in today's world with all the distractions and stuff. So much coming at us all the time. It's like, how do you even know what to focus
I
on?
know, right? And speaking of distractions, that was actually another big thing they talked about in the podcast. Like, how do we stay focused in this crazy world?
And you know what Babata suggests? He says, get rid of the clutter. And he doesn't just mean physical clutter, he also means mental clutter.
Interesting. What did he say about like how to do that?
He gave a few really practical tips. He said, keep your to-do list short, like just 3 to 5 tasks per day.
Oh, wow. That's really short.
I know, right? But he's all about focusing energy. And then he said, work in focused bursts, like 25 to 50 minutes, and then take a break. And this last one, I think, is key. Learn to say no.
Oh, yeah. Saying no is so important, but it can be hard, you
It
know?
totally can it. But it's about setting boundaries and protecting your time. Like, think about it. If you say yes to everything, you're spreading yourself too thin, right?
So true.
So, yeah, learning to say no is super important.
It's like you're saying yes to what really matters by saying no to the stuff that doesn't.
You got it.
Now, there was this one part in the podcast that I thought was really interesting. They asked Leo about it, like, what's the one key lesson from Zen to Done?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. What do you think, based on what we've talked about so far? What really resonated with you?
I think for me, it's the whole idea of simplifying everything. Like, it's not about adding more tools or techniques. It's about stripping away the excess.
I totally agree. It's like going back to the basics.
Yeah, and focusing on building those small, consistent habits day by day.
It's like that quote, don't try to be 1% better every day, just be 0.1% better every day. It's about making those tiny incremental changes that add up over time.
I love that. And it really challenges that idea that productivity has to be all stressful and complicated.
Right. Zen to done is like, no, no, no. Productivity can actually be a path to more peace and clarity.
It's about being intentional with your time and energy.
Exactly. And it's about making choices that align with your values. So it's not just about getting things done, it's about getting the right things done.
That's such a good point. So basically, Zen to Done is not about doing more. It's about choosing wisely and building sustainable habits.
Got it?
I like that a lot.
Me too. And now I'm going to throw a question back to you, our listeners. Think about this. What's one small habit that you could start doing today to simplify your life?
Good one. It could be something tiny, something that resonates with what we've been talking about today.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be this big, dramatic change. Sometimes those small, consistent actions make the biggest difference in the long run.
Love it. All right, everyone, that's our deep dive into Zen to Done. Hopefully this gave you some food for thought.
Definitely. And remember, it's all about finding what works for you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to productivity.
Totally. So experiment, try things out, and see what helps you feel more focused, more productive, and maybe even a little bit more Zen.
That's the goal.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time.
See you later.